You could beat Rolly in a fight, not sparring. Sparring came along later.
So you saying that if it's money and belt on the line, and I got me a 2 or 3 month camp, you tell.
Listen to this. There was a time when the Source was running the culture, especially back when Dave Mays was behind it. But hold up, that whole empire basically collapsed around 2003. For real. Okay, now here's where things get interesting. Dave Mays decided to bet big on the internet. But girl, he poured way too much money into it, and that move ended up backfiring. It happened though, you know? Honestly, the same idea probably could have worked on a much smaller scale. Instead, rumor has it, he pulled out a loan of around $8 million to make it happen. And look, I'm not even saying that decision was wrong. Nobody at the time really knew how that gamble with the internet would play out. Back then, the digital world was still a question mark for everybody. Unfortunately, things didn't swing in his favor, and a legendary brand like The Source took the hit. Then Dave made another move that people still debate today. And honestly, I can't even fully call that a mistake. That was just another gamble. And in theory, it actually wasn't a bad bet. The real problem was simply how much money got thrown into it. Because if the timing had lined up right, it probably would have worked. But even after all that, he stuck around working with Benzino on Hip Hop Weekly. Personally, I think that's where the real misstep happened. He probably should have stepped away from Benzino and gone back to the formula that worked in the first place. Because let's be honest, Benzino has always had a reputation for chasing drama. And listen, we're bringing up age here for a reason. The man is over 60, but still moving like he's 20. You see the clips, arguing with his ex, popping up in police footage. Next thing you know, he's getting pulled over with a suspended license again. Bro, at some point, your life has to come together. So stop putting every messy moment online. Get things straight behind the scenes first, then come back to the internet. Because before all this reality TV chaos, he wasn't struggling at all. In fact, he was making real money in the game. Even if he lost some along the way, he still had leverage from platforms like Love and Hip Hop. If he had just simplified things and focused on rebuilding, the outcome might have looked very different. Anyway, yeah. All right, let's actually hear what he said, because I almost forgot that part.
5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back. Oh, they keep asking her, where is Pap at? I keep telling them, my... Not Pap. You're right. You don't even do that. I played your diss. I did. They was on her going crazy. I know the words, so I was just saying what he was. I was saying like some of your best punchlines on there. She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back. Oh my God. Okay, I'm about to come over there where you at though. I just have to finish up the interview. Okay. Hey, I'm down like that. I love how I first start. Heard you, Jack. And we starting again. He crazy. Listen. First of all, I was getting ready for my fight, you know? And New Year's, this nervous come with me, man, poking at me. I ain't never did nothing to him. Done pissed me all the way off, started my New Year's off, messed up my New Year's resolutions and everything, because I was supposed to stop cussing and everything. And he done pissed me off. Anyways, he had that coming. He had that shit coming. He deserved every diss anybody gives to his ass. I mean that. He deserved every diss. Every diss that he deserved it. For real. Yeah. It's time to get in the booth, buddy. Everybody done dished it. Time to get in the booth. Time to get in the booth, buddy. And I won my fight too. You would think that all these people that trolled me and that mess with me when I'm getting ready, when I'm in my greatness doing what I'm doing, you feel me? That they will at least congratulate me after I win. These haters don't even want to congratulate me after I win. I don't like that. So I got to address that. If you're gonna, if you're gonna come bothering me when I'm in my greatness, getting ready for my fights, the least you can do is say, congrats, girl, you did your big one. 18,000 fans. $3 million gate. Looking good throughout the lead up. Putting the furs and the wigs and the makeup and the putting on the looks. Congratulate me. Don't be mad because I won making up this stuff now. Don't get too quiet on me now. I need you to speak up. That boy Pap is something serious. Okay? That was serious, yo. Yo. Did you... What? Hey! He got bars. 1 minute. What somebody call me? Rest Beyonce. Fella, be quiet. You know, somebody calling Beyonce what this girl said. First of all, Beyonce hair be looking way better than this, but baby, this ain't too bad, huh?
Hold up. Imagine being so obsessed with someone that you turn the camera on just to rant about 50 Cent. Like, bro, at that point, you might actually need some help. And the wild part? You don't even have a podcast yet. Meanwhile, everybody and their cousin has a podcast these days. I'm not even joking. My dog could start one tomorrow. My actual dog, barking on the mic like roof, roof. Now listen to this. Papoose recently dropped another freestyle. And yep, he was taking shots at 50 Cent again. The crazy thing is, 50 hasn't even mentioned him in months. The last time 50 spoke on him was during that whole drama last year involving Remy Ma. That situation blew up when people found out Papoose had been seeing Claressa Shields. At the same time, Remy Ma was trying to move on and separate from him. She even wanted the divorce paperwork finalized. But apparently, he wasn't ready to sign anything yet. From what people were saying, he still had his belongings sitting in the house. Remy ended up packing everything up, and then she moved his stuff into a storage unit. But even after that, he still didn't get it. He just wouldn't fully move on from the situation. Some people said he was holding on for dear life because financially and publicly, that relationship meant a lot. But fast forward to now, and he's with Claressa Shields. And from what's being reported, she's been looking out for him. We're talking jewelry, cars, and financial support. Then Papoose jumps online saying things like 50 got his baby mama involved with Sean Diddy Combs. But hold up, that narrative doesn't even hit the same. By the time that happened, they were already broken up. She had already moved on with Diddy. And yeah, 50 joked about it online like he usually does, but the relationship was long over at that point. They both had already said they didn't want to be together anymore. After that, she started dating someone who arguably had even more money. But according to reports, that situation wasn't exactly perfect either. People said she was getting a stipend instead of a real partnership, so it wasn't exactly the fairy tale upgrade folks imagined. Yet Papoose keeps bringing it up like it's some major gotcha moment. Meanwhile, critics pointed out another situation entirely. They brought up allegations against battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, and people claimed there was drama happening while Papoose and Remy was still technically married. That's the part that had the internet side-eyeing everything, because the timeline started looking really messy. Folks joked about Easy popping up like he's hosting a chess club, then suddenly acts like the toughest guy on the block. But the conversation kept circling back to Papoose, because critics were saying his household situation was already complicated. They pointed out that all this drama was happening while his child was living there, and while he was busy doing radio shows outside the house. So when he throws jabs at other people's relationships, people clap back, especially when the divorce situation with Remy Ma still isn't finalized. That's why people say Claressa Shields is technically dating a married man right now. And online critics keep saying he should just move forward already. Some even compare him to a leash that can rap. Now, don't get it twisted. Nobody denies the man can rap. His lyrical ability has always been respected. But when people ask if he's a legendary hitmaker, the answer usually changes, because he never really landed that huge mainstream record. Most fans respect the bars more than the catalog, and that's just the honest conversation people have. Some insiders also claim many of his old industry connections disappeared because they say he could be difficult behind the scenes. People accused him of being arrogant at times, and sometimes downplaying the people helping him. Others said he had habits that rubbed collaborators the wrong way. I'm not diving into every rumor, but you can find those stories online. Some even described him as disrespectful in certain situations, and critics say he sometimes moves like a bully. Then his supporters jump into the comments ready to defend him, and honestly, I can't blame them, because again, Papoose really can rap. But even fans admit he never cracked that major hit record. Looking back, many believe his career could have turned out differently. Some people say early decisions held him back. One theory is that he should have signed with Nas back then, because the deal he eventually took wasn't considered amazing. Unfortunately, things just didn't line up the way people expected. Some insiders also say he burned a few bridges early in his career.
You could beat Rolly in a fight, not sparring. Sparring came along later.
So you saying that if it's money and belt on the line, and I got me a 2 or 3 month camp, you telling me that Rolly gonna knock me out up in what round?
Yes, Rolly would stop you. Yes, Rolly would stop you. Yes, I believe Rolly would stop you.
You are nuts, but I love that for you, because when you don't know boxing, you just don't know boxing that well, and you don't know me that well. But I will say this: I've never went inside the ring with anybody and been just.
So can I ask you a question,
hey,
Claressa?
You go my chin, hit me right in the. Come on now, did you not see the defense and the offense in my last fight?
Can I ask you a question, Claressa?
Can you answer the
yes.
question? Did you not see the offense and defense?
That was against Franchon. This is Rolly, a 3-division champ.
Listen, guys that really know how to box, I would tell you that they can do what they can do, that they better boxers or skilled or powerful or whatever they need. Rolly is not.
Claressa, even if you walk around at 180, his body still produces more testosterone as yours.
Nobody ever said I was stronger than Rolly. I never said that. You said that. I am telling you off of pure boxing. Look, Deontay Wilder had 41 knockouts. He getting there with a pure boxer like Tyson Fury and lose. This is men to men, but I am telling you, skill to skill, skill to skill. You are not looking at skill to skill, man. You're just not, because you can't, because you too macho.
But that's you looking at Rolly, you looking at Rolly like he's not skilled. You looking at Rolly like he's not skilled.
I am telling you that Rolly is skilled. He's not better skilled than me. And Ocho even just told you that. Ocho just told you that.
So I'm gonna ask Ocho.
Ocho just told you that.
So he's not as skilled as Claressa. Do you believe Claressa?
Behind the scenes, certain industry folks got tired of the dynamics. They felt like they were constantly being asked for favors, like post this for me or promote this for me. But eventually, people started asking what they were getting out of it. And once that question started popping up, the support slowed down. DJs started feeling the same frustration. Content creators felt it too. Even people running DVD platforms back then felt the pressure. Eventually, many of them just stopped answering the calls, and some still don't pick up for him today. But Papoose adapted in another way. First, he leveraged Remy Ma's visibility, and now people say he's leveraging Claressa Shields. If it works for him, hey, that's the strategy. But critics still say he can't clown 50 over that Diddy situation because the circumstances just aren't comparable. You simply can't use that as a diss angle. Switching gears, streamer Aiden Ross recently explained something interesting. He talked about why he wasn't invited to the Mr. Beast Games event. According to him, it ties back to the water well fundraiser. He asked where the wells were actually built, and remember, millions of dollars were raised during that campaign. Aiden claims he helped draw attention to and raise donations for the cause, but when the big creator event happened, he wasn't invited. Meanwhile, tons of other influencers were there. Still, he says he doesn't hate Mr. Beast. He says they're still cool overall, but in his words, sometimes you have to call things exactly what they are. He believes he was used for the promotion. Now let's talk about someone else getting a comeback moment. Content creator Mr. Tenderism is blowing up again. He's already back to making food content, and now he reportedly has financial backing. He even opened a restaurant. Reviewer Big Groove checked it out early, and from the reviews, it sounds like the hype is real. Mr. Tenderism has become a star online. Honestly, I hope the momentum keeps going for him, because stories like that deserve a win, especially when someone has been grinding for years. He's older now, but still pushing forward. Sometimes life finally gives people that breakthrough moment. His brand was previously connected with Destination Smokehouse, but things didn't fully work out there. It's still unclear exactly what went wrong behind the scenes. Some people say the business strategy could have been smarter, because they clearly had a viral personality on their hands. They even bought him a car at one point. But critics say they should have built something he owned personally. For example, letting him run catering trucks under his own name, then tie those trucks to the Smokehouse brand partnership. That way, he'd still have a business that belonged to him, and the partnership would still benefit everyone involved. But that type of structure never happened, which is why people say the opportunity wasn't fully maximized. He could have started with just one truck, especially since the team had money for expensive cars. Instead, they could have focused on building a long-term system, because let's be honest, the guy clearly has star power, and stars deserve ownership too. Now on another note, Kanye West just shared a new promo for his upcoming project Bully, and apparently there's finally a release date attached. Meanwhile, another situation involving Dwight Howard is making headlines. His estranged partner, Amy Luciani, has been posting online. She accused him of having addiction issues and claims their relationship problems affected their children. She even said CPS became involved at one point. According to her, he rushed to file legal paperwork first, but she says she had already filed the year before. Another claim she made is even more emotional. She says he hasn't visited her stepdaughter once. The child has reportedly been in state care since Thursday. That's a painful situation no matter how you look at it. Family disputes like that always get messy. Anyway, that wraps up the rundown. This is Jordan Towers signing off. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next update. This was actually part 2 of the news. The first part got so long I had to split it, so both uploads dropped back to back.